Sadiq, how was your day? Greet you, how was your day? Believer Saga, how was your day? I welcome you all. Today we're just gonna talk about empowerment. Today we have started late, but it's all for the best, because when I start late, because I have a student, I have somebody I am training also. I have my roommate who is a Nepali, and I give English. I'm a tutorial for that, my roommate. So whenever I get a chance, first of all, I have to do like English tutorial for my roommate. In this life, we have you to do what you have to do for others. So today I'm gonna talk about empowerment. But before I talk about empowerment, anybody from Kenya, hebu niambieni pizza, how much is pizza in Kenya? Sitaki kukoniwa na ututulistu wangu na tunifili. I don't eat pizza because I don't eat daily products. I don't use daily products, but anyone from Kenya, kindly, hebu niambieni pizza ni pesa ngapi? Pizza ni pesa ngapi? Mtu yote mwenye ako Kenya aniambie pizza ni pesa ngapi? Anyone from Kenya, kindly tell me how much is pizza. So today my nieces and nephews, they are like, I have to send them money for pizza. So I need to know from anyone from Kenya, how much is pizza? And today's topic, we are going to talk about empowerment. And for those of you who have questions about church, mass, and everything else, you have the right to send me a message. I will answer. Anyone who have any questions, don't forget to send them. Anyone who want to join my life, you're free. Kevin Shitole, how was your day? Chris B, Mambos, I don't know where you're from. Katrina, JB, how are you? Say hey to you. Stephen, XB boy, how are you? How was your day? I greet you all in the name of the Lord. I hope you had a fantastic and a lovely, and you're having an evening of. Yesterday, those who stayed on my live, they got to win gifts. So we will do this next month also. We will do this next month. We have always been doing it on my YouTube, but on Facebook. But now I decided to introduce this on TikTok. So it should be once a month, and I decide when and where, because yesterday those who were on my live, congratulations for you. But problem, you didn't send, only one person sent me the size. I asked you for the size, and the two of you have not sent me. For the Kenyan community, you were lucky. Those who were home, you got your Christmas gift. For the YouTubers, actually, I spent the whole, until now, I have not finished my 48 hours for the YouTubers for playing the videos, for the watch hour. But I will be finished by 2 a.m. midnight. I'm going to finish my 48 hours that I was gifting for the YouTubers. This is if you stay on my live. I decided for the TikTok, for the TikTokers, I did not bring this. I only started yesterday. But for the Facebook, I've been doing it for a very long time, almost for 2 years I've been gifting. And the money that I gift, where I come from, it comes from my YouTube channel. My YouTube channel doesn't come, TikTok doesn't pay, Even TikTok, for somebody to share your life, it's a miracle, TikTok does not pay. Facebook, it pays but a little bit, because I'm not that much into Facebook that much. I'm much on YouTube. Most of my time I spend on my YouTube, work and YouTube. So YouTube is where you get paid. And I will advise anyone, if you can start something like a YouTube channel, the same as you're doing on TikTok. You open a TikTok, you follow people, and you're just following people, you're not posting anything. Yes, TikTok doesn't pay, Even somebody to send you a rose, it's a miracle. Even somebody to share with you, it's a miracle. People to join you, it's a miracle on TikTok. But on YouTube, I guarantee you, once you are being monetized and you are having a content in YouTube, you don't need much of the contents like people have. You can just position your phone somewhere and it can be recording whether you're talking or not talking, so long as the camera is clear, the video is perfect, and you're good to go. So, and you have like views, you're going live. YouTube, you get paid very easy. It's not like others. Facebook takes forever. TikTok, it's your whole lifetime you're spending on it, that there's two. I won't. Facebook, you have to be all the time on Facebook. Yeah, Facebook is just mini, and Facebook, the problem with Facebook, you have to use their songs, their library. So I always tell people, if you get a chance, don't just sit on your phone. Your phone has two reasons, purpose. The smartphone has two purposes. Either you take photos for memories with it, or you make money with it. So just don't have a phone just because people have phones. I can advise you this. When you have a phone, use your phone wisely. Take memories, you'll share it with your great grandchildren, or else make money with it. Use your phone to make money with it. Use your phone to make money with it. But if you use your phone just to be on TikTok scrolling to make your day, voila, you are giving other people more of views, you're giving more other people to earn, and you're just there to support them by only watching. But I always advise people, make sure your phone, you use it wisely. It has two purposes. Either you use it to make money out of it, or you use it to make memory, collect memories. Anywhere you go, take a picture, snap a picture, save it. Anywhere you go, do something with your phone that is meaningful. Do something with your phone that is grateful. You don't have to just to buy an iPhone where you'll be just showing people, I have an iPhone. iPhone can help you in so many things. Phone can help you in so many things. When you have an iPhone, just don't use an iPhone. You can take very nice pictures. You can just go somewhere, you find couples that are sitting and you ask them, can I take this photo for you? They'll tell you yes. Take their contact. Come, take that phone, grade that picture and send it back to them. You'll see you'll be making money with it, with an iPhone. If you have an iPhone, you don't need a camera anywhere. Actually, I take pictures whenever I go out and ask people, do you need a phone and a picture? I tell them, yeah. They don't need to go to a studio. You can make money out of it. That is empowering yourself. People who have an iPhone and you're using it to watch TikTok videos, you're using it just to listen to music, you're using it, you are losing a lot with an iPhone phone. You are losing a lot. You are losing to make money. You are losing a lot. Anyway, watu mko Kenya, nimesema mniambie, how much is this pizza in Kenya? Because I've never buy pizza in myself, and I've never eat pizza in myself. I've never buy pizza and I've never eaten pizza. So I'm asking this before we start our live today. We are talking about empowerment. We're talking about men. We are talking about empowerment. Does not mean empowerment of a single. We are talking about family empowerment. That is husband empowering a wife and a wife empowering a husband. But we are talking of why empowerment. I want to go to that topic, but mnijibu watu mko Kenya. Watu wa Kenya mnijibu. Juu mimi sitakubali manisi wangu wanikule. I have two small, I call them musketeers. I call them musketeers because before I used to love that movie about musketeers. I have two small people in my family. They are the only thing that I'm scared of. I have two of my niece, one of my niece and my nephew. I'm scared of those two. One is 4 years and another one is 5. They are just 4 and 5. Since they were little, I am scared of those two small people. I'm scared of them. They're the only people who makes me not call home. I'm scared of them. And I'm scared of them because every time they call me, they command me. They command me, and the way myself, I hate to be commanded. I like commanding others and I hate to be commanded. But those two little small things, they command me to the point where I run away. Even when I call home, they tell me, they are here. I hang up immediately. I tell my sister, no. I tell my sisters, no. I'm not gonna receive this call. Just hang up. We talk tomorrow. I run away from them. Those two small. And today it was not my day also because I have to buy pizza. I have to buy pizza. I don't know how much is the pizza in Kenya, so they are expecting me to send money, and I have to buy pizza by tomorrow. So anyone from Kenya, Mkenya niambie pizza ni pesa ngapi. I need to send exactly the same amount. I'm not gonna send past that. I want to send money for pizza, but I want to know, is it exactly, they told me pizza in Kenya is 1,500. So nataka kujua kama ni ukweli ama nimegongwa. I want to know. I want to know if it is true ama mimi nimechezwa. Nataka kujua Mkenya niambie pizza Kenya ni 1,500. Mniambie kweli pizza, how much is pizza in Kenya? I need an answer for this before we start our program for today. Actually, I'm on YouTube today and I'm on TikTok. Whatever I'm discussing on TikTok, I'm discussing on YouTube also. I'm doing 2 streams at the same time. Anyone from Kenya, but on YouTube, I'm not gonna have any guests. Just gonna record. It's gonna be just a live. So anyone from Kenya, kindly inform me how much is pizza, because I need to see how much is pizza. Sitaki kugongwa, nishagongwa sana la sitaki kugongwa. Nataka niambiwe pizza ni pesa ngapi. Before we start our normal topic for today. Anyone who needs direction for the church, actually, that is Our Lady of Rosary Abu Hamor. So I always start before I start my usual topic of the day. I start with the announcement. Anyone who needs directions to the church, that is Abu Amor. I will repeat, Abu Amor. That is a religious complex. It is in Abu Amor area. For those who ask for the transport for the men, only street 1 and 13. There is no transport for street 1 and 13. Yeah? But other streets, there is transport until Asian City, all 53, 35, 45 there, 50. There is transport until Grand Mall. There is transport there. The bus number, they didn't give me the bus number. They have not yet given me the bus number. And for the metro, wherever there is metro for where you are, if there is metro station from where you are, from Arayan, let's go with the locations. From Al Rayyan, that is, I'm communicating to people Undoya. From Arayan, that is Education City. You take Education City, from Education City to Msherib. From Msherib, you take another one to Free Zone. From Free Zone, you connect the one going from Free Zone. From Free Zone, you take a bus number 141, Metro bus 141, that is going to Barwa Towers Nursing Home. The bus will drop you at entrance of the church. Remember, do not carry any substance that will make the police suspect you, because we always have checkpoint at the police. Remember, always do not carry substances that will trigger the police to do checkpoint at the entrance. That is for the Catholic, non-Catholics, Anglican churches are always there. I'll repeat, from Arayan. From Al-Wakra, you from Al-Wakra, you can take only one metro that will drop at Free Zone. But I think Al-Wakra, you can also, it's very close by. It's only with the Uber, it's only 10 or 15 real from Al-Wakra. And if you are in Al-Wakra Esden, there is bus for ladies. There is bus for the ladies, Al-Wakra Esden. There is bus for the ladies on the way in a later church. That is ladies. Anywhere else, within the Doha, around Doha, only take metro to Education City, not Education City, to Msherib, Free Zone, bus number 141. Never forget, the bus from Free Zone is bus number 141. 141. Okay, so since Wakenya mmekataa kuniambia pizza ni pesa ngapi, nitakutuma tu pesa yenye nimeambiwa. So today, as we start my topic for today, we are talking about empowerment. And the empowerment I'm not going to talk about is not about, I'm going to talk about marriage, empowerment in marriage. You know, I'm not going to talk about empowerment that is, you have to empower, like opening this business for ladies. This one, girlfriends, this is not your topic. Any girl, any girlfriend, your relationship, you are a girlfriend. This is not your topic for today. Actually, today it's not your topic. God is not on your side for today. If you're a girlfriend, I'm sorry. Today, the topic is not, God is not on your side. Reason why it's not for the girlfriends. Why? I will never advise any man, because of the recent behaviors for ladies, because the recent behaviors for ladies in the society. And I'm a mother who has boys. I'm struggling so hard to bring up my boys. I'm struggling so much to to give my boys the education. I'm struggling so much. So this one, I will never advise any man there, empower your girlfriend. Yes, I can advise any man, empower your girlfriend with advices, but not sponsoring with the money to do any business. I will never advise that. Reason being, because of the behaviors of girlfriends. After the man has supported you, you walk away. So, so girlfriend, this is not for today. We talked about girlfriend before. So today we are not talking about the girlfriend. So today we are just going to talk about in marriage. That is for the wife and the husband. And some of you will tell me, am I married? Yes. I'm telling you, I am. And if you ask me how many years, you will not believe it. How many? I will talk of that story one day, one time. I don't like talking so much about my family matters, but one day, one time, if you're lucky, you'll be here. You will hear my story one day. Okay. I want to discuss this empowerment in marriage. You know, nowadays, if you check around the society, our society nowadays, especially in our African society, let me start with ministries, people who are in the ministries as in prayers, pastors, bishop, when they are in ministries. If you look around them, those who have their churches, if you look around the pastors who have their own churches, they have dedicated their time to enroll their wives also to be ministers. Why? Have you ever asked, kwa nini leo pastor anahubiri leo kesho yake bibi yake ni pastor? Have you ever asked yourself why? And why is it that pastor, let me just start with the pastors before we go to other jobs. Most of the pastors now, the bishops, this is minus Catholic, because Catholics, they don't allow, apart from the other Catholics that where they're allowing themselves to marry. This is negative Catholic, the conversation. Have you checked around? Most of the pastors, they are marrying their wives and then devote their wives to join them into the ministries. They're empowering their wives to join them into spreading the word of God. Most of the pastors, they have their own churches, but they send their wives to college to study the Bibles, to help them into preaching. Have you ever asked yourself why? Because most of these pastors, they have their own church, they have their own congregation, they are the bishop, they are the owner, they are the founder of this church. They know anything will happen tomorrow. And if my wife cannot preach, how will be my wife handle women group? Can my wife handle the women group? Can my wife lead a church? So they have to send their wives into the ministry to learn the Bible. They spend their time teaching their wife the way of the Lord, to learn the gospel, to learn how they can sit with the other women in the church, to lead the congregation, how they can monitor. Why? Because these pastors, they know very well. This bishop, they know very well. Tomorrow, if I might collapse, if anything goes wrong, if I can't wake up and preach to the congregation, my church will go to another assistant pastor. So they rather invest in their wives, empower their wives by learning the Bible. Even if the wife doesn't have that calling, they have to make sure their wife has that calling. Look around the world. How many churches you see, the man is the pastor, the wife, if the man is not preaching, tomorrow is the wife. And then this pastor, they will go look for assistant pastor somewhere else. And once this pastor leaves the ministry, the wife is the one taking care of the ministry. Because they know they are empowering their wife, the business stay in the family. They are empowering their wife, the business should stay in the family. Or they look at one of the child who understand the word of God perfectly, who can preach, who can sing, who can praise God. They look for that child who has a calling. They invest their energy, their time, their money into training that child. Why? Because they want to empower that business to stay back in the family. They are empowering them. They know very well, you know very well, preaching, prayers, Bible is not something easy. To cram all this, it's not easy. To go for Bible study, it's easy. But these men, the bishops, the pastors, they take their time to invest in their wives, for the wives to follow them in the church. Because in their mind, it's not about spreading the word of God, no. Because they has invested in this building, he has built this to just have like one even follower in your church when you're praying. Ask the pastors around, they will tell you, when I started this church, I started only with 2 people. I started with 3 people. I started with 4 people. And now I have thousands of people. I have thousands of people. So tomorrow, the offerings that I'm receiving in this church, every Sunday, every time I go to minister outside, the money that is coming in, the things that the congregation is doing, it's a lot. So these men, they look at and say, where will this church go tomorrow? To my assistant pastor who I'm invited. The hardship that I've done to bring this church to where it is. I have to empower my wife. My wife has to go for college. My wife has to learn how the way to preach. My wife has to learn everything to do with the ministries. So that this legacy does not die. Look around, pastors' wives. Any church you see around, the pastor is preaching, the wife is there. That is empowering your better half. Empowering your better half. Let's go to other careers. I'll just give an example of the bishop, the church. I just use an example of the church. My example is just for the church. I'm giving you an example to use the church. Now we go to the empowering of other careers. How many men outside there are willing to empower their wives? If you look at the scale of 1 to 10, you'll find only 2 families. Their men empower their wives. And I'm not talking of a career wife. A wife who came, who was already hired and got married when he was hired as a teacher, as a banker, as a manager, as a business person. I'm not talking about that one. I'm talking of a wife who left school and get married, have no job, have no career. He's a homestay wife. Let me start with those ones. He's a homestay wife and the husband is working. For the homestay wife, how is the husband empowering them? You know, when you have an homestay wife, it's very simple. The children come along, you tell your wife, sit at home and take care of the children. I will support the family. In this kind of era, in this kind of life, there is nothing like a wife should stay at home and take care of children. Even if it's a small kiosk, empower your wife with it. You never know what tomorrow will come. You never know what tomorrow will happen. Empower your wife. Open a small business for your wives. If your wife have the brain to do any business, sit down with your wife. These are homestay wives. Sit down with your wives. Just open a small business. Ask your wife, what can you do apart from cooking and cleaning? What else can you do? A housewife, housework. Let's talk about housework. Housework is a career. Cleaning, cooking, ironing, washing, taking care of the children. It's a career on itself. But let's talk about something that is bringing an income apart from that, cleaning and washing. What if tomorrow you, as the man of the head of the house, head of the family, you are normal. Tomorrow you wake up outside your door, ujitege, and you fall down. Where will this wife start from? Where will your wife start from? You know, there's a friend of mine who told me, it's useless to support my wife, he doesn't want to do anything. So I told my friend, did you try? Did you try to sit down and ask kama unaweza fungua kiosk bakala ya katakata sukuma? Did you try to ask? He said, no, I see. There is nothing like seeing in a woman. You might see a woman and you say this woman is just there, is just cannot do anything. But you'll be shocked what a woman can do. A housewife who is just a homestay taking care of. Men, if you're working, just sit down with your woman, ask your woman, what do you want to do? What would you like to do? This era is not an era for women to sit at home and take care of children alone, clean and cook alone. It's not that era. Everything is expensive now. If you go to the market, everything is expensive. Economy is rising high every day. Taking care of children is not something easy. If it's a bale of second-hand clothes, find money, buy that bale of clothes, give it to your wife. Start this kind of business. It is very easy to empower a woman who is a homestay wife. It is very easy. If it's very hard, support your woman to do content creator. Look, you know, when I watch Nigerians content creator, I salute them. Because most of them, you see, I've been watching like hair tutorial. This lady, I've been watching that lady from beginning when this lady started the content of hair. And now look how many followers that lady have on Facebook. She does content. You can teach your wife, he doesn't know how to do content. You can teach your wife to do content of how to cut skooma, how to make food. That is empowering. And you post them. It's content. You know, people like me, we started with this kind of content, small content. It's very easy to empower a woman. Yego Mambo, just what, how are you? Frozen, good evening. You know, when I'm free, I'm spending much time teaching my roommate English. Just English. I'm empowering because she doesn't understand English that well. So, you know, I'm teaching and also using Google. It's never easy, but I'm proud of that. I'm empowering my fellow woman. But as a man who marries a housewife, this is just a housewife. Your job is to clean, cook, wash. That is a career, but that is not an enough career for a woman. That is not enough career for a woman. That isn't enough career for a woman. We have to go by the market. We have to go by the system. We are not in the age where we used to be our grandmother's age. No, our grandfather's age. No. Era. This era, it needs everyone to work, everyone to support. The little you bring into the table. You know, most women, they ask you what you bring onto the table. Never allow a man to ask you that for the second time, what you bring for the table. As a woman, never allow a man to ask you that for the second time. If the man asks you that for the first time, never allow that man to ask you for the second time. But you need to work as a woman. You sit at home, yes, you cleaning dishes. You know, when I see somebody sitting at home and telling me, when I talk to somebody, ask, what do? You told me, I take care of children and watch me. I feel like you're wasting your resources. You're wasting your woman, your feminine, so much that, oh, my husband doesn't like me to do something. Baby girl, believe me, there is nothing that your husband doesn't like. It's like maybe you have not sit down with your husband and tell your husband, I want to start kiosk. I want to start this business. I want to start content. I want to do this. Content now is paying. It's paying. Enroll yourself to any course, small courses. If you get a chance, your children go to school. Also educate yourself. Hata cherehani kukanyaga cherehani ni bia kazi. kanyaga tu cherehani kushona nguo. Baadaye cherehani iko na kazi. Sewing machine, if you can get a sewing machine and you know, kupiga nguo viraka, it has money. It has money. Kuwa na kibanda hapo nje unakatakata sukuma ni kazi. Be self-employed as a wife. And a man, I would not advise you to empower a girlfriend. You open a business for a girlfriend. No. Never open a business for a girlfriend, because tomorrow you're not going to marry that woman. Tomorrow that woman is not going to be your wife. So never advise any man open a business for her. Open a business for a woman who's staying in the house, your wife. This is the mother of your children. This is your wife. You know, this is a wife I married. Go and open a business for. But not a girlfriend who still sleeps at her father's house. She has a father, he has a brothers who can take care of her. Mr. Victor Mambo, I would never empower, and never, when a man tells me I'm empowering my girlfriend, tomorrow tell me if you will marry that woman. No. Spend your money on a wife, not a girlfriend. You know, I had the same topic on YouTube last week, and I was so surprised when many men told me how they empowered women, their girlfriends. And surprisingly, 15 of them told me they never ended up with that same woman. They never married that woman. It was on YouTube 2 weeks ago. I did the same topic I'm doing now on TikTok. Although I'm streaming also on my YouTube, most of the men told me they never married the women they supported. And that is the reason why they cannot support their wives, because they are afraid their wives, they're gonna leave them. So they rather leave them to be. And we only support the character development in a girlfriend, you bring it to your wife. Davy Mambo. And I asked a question, kindly somebody can tell me, how much is pizza back home in Kenya? Pizza ni pesa ngapi Kenya? I need somebody to tell me how much is pizza back home in Kenya. How much is one pizza? Because I need to buy pizza. You know, when we talk of empowerment, empowerment does not have to be that you are spending most of the money. Just, you can start with something. Even if your wife is working, you can also give an idea. That is empowering someone. By just exchanging idea-wise. You can just expand. You can say, my wife, since you are doing marketing at your company, why can't you start your own marketing? You can do online marketing for other business. When you have a wife who does marketing, you can advise as a man, just be there, find out exactly what kind of marketing does your wife does. What kind of product do they market at their workplace? And advise the wife, you can do it. Also, you can do your own side shop. That is empowering your woman. You know, the reason why most women fail is because they lack the people who they call their better half do not support them. They are not a helping hand. They fail to ask them about their careers, about their work. They fail to be involved in what they do. And you find the women mostly when they sit in the salon, they gossip about their men. When they sit on the verandas, they gossip about their men. But if you empower your wife to do anything, there is no time. If your wife has a salon, will not have time to, yes, customers are the ones who will be coming there to gossip. Your wife will just be there doing his business, but the customers are the ones coming there. They gossip. At the end of the day, your wife has made money, and those who want to missionary, they get their own share also. If your wife has the work of the hands to make hair, support. tell my wife, since you're making hair here at home, let me buy you dryer, let me buy you blow dryer, let's look for money. Do you know anything apart from hair? You can do manicure. You can support and say, since you are making hair, only you know how to make lines, you know how to make braids. How about if you know how to make manicure? Because manicure is paying more than even the hair making, by the way. You can ask. You can ask your wife, since you know how to make hair, can you do masses? Because you need to expand the business. Especially men who have wives who have their own work of the hands are the most lucky men on the planet. Walai bilai, I'm telling you the truth. If you are a man, we kama ni mwanaume umeoa na bibi yako akona kazi ya saluni, kazi ya cherehani, kazi ya hoteli, you are the man, you are lucky. You are a lucky man. Forget about these ones who say, I'm a manager, I'm a banker, I'm what. Tomorrow, if that business dies, if tomorrow the job ends, where will he go for banking? In his house? In her own house? In her husband's house? Forget about these women who come and brag to you and tell you, you know, I'm a marketer, I'm a pilot. If tomorrow that pilot, the flight, they sack you, where will you be going to be a pilot? On which plane are you going to be? These women who comes here tell you, I made it in life. Forget about them. Because for tomorrow, that company closed, that woman has nothing. Those are the women you end up in depression. Those are the kind of women end up in suicide. Because they knew only to dress up, make nice to go out. But a woman, like a doctor, look at a woman who is a nurse. That kind of career, it is until death. You will part your ways until death. That kind of a career. A teacher, that is a career that you will part your ways until death. Those kind of career, women who have those kind of career. A hairdresser, that is a kind of career that you will part your way with until death. Because you will always have client. Don't sit around with that kind of career. You're sitting without, you can't make your hair because your husband does not allow you to make hair. He brings for you. Baby girl, wake up. It's time you wake up. Tomorrow your husband might not be there. Wake up. If you did nothing, find a way to open your own chemistry pharmacy. Look for small capital. Talk to your husband, I studied this course. I want to apply for my job. This is my career, my family, my father. Spend money on. Never allow your husband marry you today and tell you you cannot go and study what your father labored for. And a man tells you you cannot do that career. Why did you waste your time going to school? I think I'm talking to somebody. If I'm not talking to somebody, then you're not that. You're in a wrong platform. You know, women around the world, we are the only ones who can change the world. We are the only ones who can move the world around. But the problem, we are the only ones who also, we are the ones who make things difficult outside. And then we end up blaming on men. A career that you went to school and studied, your mother, your father, you don't know how they got that money to send you to school for. Never allow any man to tell you, you can't go to school, sit at home, take care of the children. You can both take care of the children. It's not by hiring maids, no. You can both take care of the children and you go your day with your career. You can go on by the day as you take care of the family. My mom always say, if it's cooking, anybody can cook. But your job, you have to go for your job. Have your own money as a woman. Have your own money as a woman. The life we have now, the kind of life we have now, you hear somebody just woke up or the person did not wake up. As a woman who have never worked in your life, as a woman who have never gone outside your doorstep to do anything, where will you start from? Where will you start from? The neighbors will be telling you, yeah, ulikuwa unakaa tu unaongoja kuletewa. The neighbors will tell you that. The neighbors will tell you that. And they will laugh at you. They will laugh at you. They will. There are some communities, they do not like women to work. But nowadays, there is nothing like community. Even in Arab land, nowadays, the women are working. You know, before they never used to train a girl child. But nowadays, the most of the girl child that are trained, because they have realized the world is moving, everything is moving, everything is digital. Weka makaa, ukinunua makaa, uweke kidheri hapo nje ya mlango, hauwezi uza. As a wife, you cannot sell. If you start doing some barbecue outside the door as a wife, you cannot sell. If you start calling children in your neighborhood for training, and the parents pay you if you are advanced, you are a teacher, yes, you are a teacher by profession, yes. You have retired. Now you can have your own school. Look around so many private schools. Private schools. Look around the world, private schools. People even who don't have any basic knowledge about teaching, they have open school, they have hired teachers. They don't even have the knowledge of school at all. They quit school, they have open school, and they have hired teachers, most of the private schools. And those private schools are doing good. They are being managed very good. But you agree to stay at home and raise children while your man goes to work and come. Then in the evening, they punch you. In the evening, they ask you a question, you answer, they punch you, they insult you, and you continue sitting. Because what? Because you are not standing up for yourself to be empowered by yourself. Because men fear women who are empowered, self-made. You know, men fear women who are self-made. But if a man supports you, let's be clear, women, if a man supports you, if your husband asks you, what do you want to do? Mr. C, how are you? For the ladies, if a man comes, your husband comes today and tell you, my wife, I think I need you to do something. I need you to do this business. As a wife, be grateful you have a man who is supporting you. This man sees tomorrow. This man is seeing tomorrow. If I'm not there, how will the children survive? If I'm not there, my family will take away everything. They will take away the land. They will... You're good, me, I'm also good. Today I'm just talking about empowering for women. Yeah, empowering your wives. Not girlfriends, wives. I will never support a man to support a girlfriend. I support a girlfriend by only talking, by only giving ideas, but not by giving money, by not opening jobs to become shops for. When a husband comes and tell you, my wife, let's sit down and talk. I need you to see something that you can do. What can you do? You find a wife is like, Baba Nani, hey. What are you? Instead, you say yes. Back then, before you married me, I was doing this. I have skills. I can sew clothes. I'm good in business. Remember what you used to do before marriage. I'm good in doing this. I'm good in doing that. I'm good in talking. You can become like entrepreneur in business communication. You know, you can give ideas. I once shared before here how I sell ideas. I sell business ideas. I'm telling you, I sell business ideas. I do sell business ideas. Come to me, you tell me you want to open a business and you see the kind of an idea. You tell me how much you want and where you are and you want to open a business, you see. I would charge you. I will charge you, and I won't charge you just small change. No, I will charge you because I have to look for the people. I have to pay people who will go on the ground to check for me where you want to open the business and the kind of business and the kind of market you have there, the kind of competitors you have in that area. That is what I do. And I do it online. I communicate with you, but I have my people that I will hire to go check for me. Go to this area. This is what I do. I don't want to give you the full secret of what I do. I am here in Qatar, but I have to look for side hustle job. Not just one, not just two. I do more than 4. Especially when I have a weekend like today. Since last night, I'm being on TikTok. I talked to TikTok when I finish. I thought I would sleep at 1. No. At 2 a.m., somebody sent me a message. I need you to do this and this for me. I had forget that I log out to go and sleep. I had to go all back to my laptop and start programming everything. If I check since yesterday until how many hours I slept only 2 hours. Since morning, I've been online, but not on TikTok, no. Online doing other things. I'm doing marketing for somebody else. So as a wife, don't just sit. If you have any talent for yourself, as a wife and your husband want to support you, wives, this is the chance, grab it. Tomorrow, if you look around your community, your society, your workplace, see how many women are there and how many men are there in that workplace. Ask how many are married and how many are widowed. Because men, may God forbid, because if you check around, if you go to, let's say, to one village. So again, how are you? If you go to one village, you start from point 1 to point Z. You find grave. And if you ask, it's husband. You only find out of 20, you find 1 is a wife. This is the reality of life. This is happening. In my village, some time ago, I stood in my village and I started counting from left to right. All those families, only they are widows. And even sometimes we joke with my mom and other women when I attend to these women groups. I go there and I promote them actually. When I go there, when I visit home, I go there, I go there to support them, to see the women groups. I go there and I talk to them and I make joke to them. I ask them. So if thieves come now, I think they will carry everything in all houses because all they are left is women. If you see outside the community, it's graves. And if you look at those women, they're just working jobs for others in the land, in the farm, because their men denied them the opportunity before to empower themselves before long ago. If you look at our mothers, and I'm sure somebody will tell me it's true, even if you guys don't want to agree with me. It is true. If you check around your communities, you'd check. So ladies, if you are married and your husband wants to support you in anything, grab that chance. Grab that chance. If you are a homestay wife, when you finish your chores for the children going to school, you finish cleaning the house, you still have enough time. You cannot tell me you 12 hours you clean the house if the children went to school. No. I'm a wife also. I'm a mother. It depends with the house, yes. You cannot say you are cooking the whole day. No. We always have some time for ourselves. Do something with yourself. In case, put it in your mind, in case my husband's job tomorrow ends. In case tomorrow my husband gets sick. In case tomorrow the company does not pay my husband, we have somewhere else. I had a Nigerian friend of mine here in Doha who was working as a safety. And we were talking. We just met and we were talking. And out of just conversation, because we went to a birthday. It was the first time I went to a birthday, but it was during it was like child dedication, because I used to be a model. So one of my friends gave birth and we were talking. You know, when you meet somewhere and then you are mingling with the people and you're just conversation. And my bad mouth, I started talking. How are you? Yes, yeah. Where's your family? Yes, we are talking. And they say, my wife's there. And then I asked, what does your wife do for a living? He's there with children and I'm here doing safety. And I'm like, you're wasting that woman's life. And the man looked at me like, you just met me today and you're telling me I'm wasting my wife's. I said, yes, you're wasting that woman. When the children go to school, what does the wife do? The next thing, the man asked me for my number. I was like, why are you asking me my number? We never met again. He said me, because this conversation, I want to have it with you. For the first time, I gave somebody in Doha my number, because I don't give my number to people. No, not that. I'm not easy to give my number. Only recently I started because of church. I gave that man my number and he was like, what were you telling me at the birthday? I was like, you're wasting your life, your wife's talent. Me advising a man that I just met for like 15, 20, because we were sitting, it was a child dedication, advising a man, you're wasting your wife's talent. And up to now, I'm telling you, that man, whenever he gets a time to talk to me, will call me or ask for any other business idea. That man will call me first to ask. The man went and saved money for 4 months. And you know, safety Nigerians used to get a good salary back then. Saved for the salary of 4 months. Went back home, opened a boutique, clothes business for the wife, shoes and handbags. And opened that business. And you know what happened for that man? After opening that business, after 1 year, the man lost a job. The man lost the job in Qatar. The company did what? Started reducing people, and he was among them. Up to now, that man always tell me, thank you so much. I don't know you, and I can tell you that man doesn't know my real name. Because mostly when I meet people outside, I go with my baptism name, Claire. I go outside by my name, Claire. So he only calls me Claire. That was then. I wasn't this so much on TikTok. I was on YouTube only. He tells me, because of you, my children can go to school because I have no job. It is the business that my wife, the business that you gave me an idea I opened for my wife, that is we are getting school fees from, food from, and clothes from. Jeff Mokari, mambo, how are you? How was your day? So tell me, if that man, up to now, that man, whenever that man wants to do anything, will always tell me, my sister from Kenya, yes, and will always tell the wife to call me. Even if there is somebody who's coming from Nigeria and they need to send something, always ask me, do you need something from Nigeria? I have a friend who's coming to door to bring you something. And I will be, yes, send me food spices. Send me food spices. That is only what I always request. And they will pack for me 4 kilos or 5 kilos to send me without me sending them anything. They are home running a boutique, a very nice big one. Because the husband lost a job, stayed here for 6 months and didn't get anything, decided to go home. And the business that I tell that man, if it was a Kenyan man, I don't know if he could have told me when in Nani. Or if it was another person. See, listen to my advice when I said, do not allow your wife, men, do not, yes, there are those women that even if you open a business for, it will not work. There are those people who were born wives, who don't have the gift of business with them. Because you end up opening a wrong business for your wives. That's why the business does not, it end up collapsing. You open a shop for provisions. You first of all have to see, can he manage a shop for provisions? There is one who told me that he opened an M-Pesa shop for the wife. And I was like, is M-Pesa shop a business for a wife without something there to support? Then he said, yes. I said, okay, because it's the agreement is what your wife can do and taking care of children and you're opening there. I said, if you're opening an M-Pesa, my brother, it should not be M-Pesa alone. Open an M-Pesa with the provision shop there. Kuna watu watakuja maziwa, mkate, sukari, majani. Keep your wife busy. He said, no, I'm only going to open this M-Pesa. I said, be my guest. It did not last before it collapsed. It did not collapse. It collapsed. Later, the guy came back to door to look for money and went and opened another business. This time he called me because we were workmates. He called me, he told me, I have like 400K with me. I need to do something. I said, which area? I can give you a business idea for free if I like. But if I don't want to give you a business idea for free, I will have to charge you. It depends. But if you come on a good side, I give you a business idea. I asked the guy, which area are you? The guy told me the area where they live, I say, okay, I will send somebody for you. Meet this person. The person went there. He surveyed the whole area. He checked how many shops are in that area. This is what I do. They check how many shops are in that area, what kind of business, how the business market is moving there. Depends. You have to check. Just don't open a business if there is nothing in that area. Don't just open any business. Huwezi fungua biashara ya mutura kwa kijiji. Nani atanunua? Lazima upeleke town, mahali vijana wa baiskeli wako. Mahali jioni kuna biashara. So as a wife, me, I will advise all married women around the world, have something else apart from stay-home mom. Do not agree this idea of stay-home mom. As a married woman, this slogan of a stay-home mom should end completely. Support yourself. You went to school, you studied for 10 years, 16 years, 20 years, whatever you went to school for. Make it useful when you are married. Empower yourself. Let your husband empower you. If your husband cannot support you in empowering you, empower yourself. Sit down with your husband. Just tell your husband, yes, my man, you have money. But I don't know how much you have in account to sustain us. Because there is tomorrow. There is today evening. You might not wake up. I might not wake up. Anything can go wrong. Where will we start from? Where will you start from as a wife? If anything goes wrong because you are used for the breadwinner for the family, that is your husband, where will you start from? Where will you start from if anything goes wrong? I was watching one of the TikTokers was interviewed one time I was watching and the TikToker was saying, I don't want to say this platform because it's a very big platform and I don't want to mention that name of this person. And saying that this lady was saying, I got married and my husband and my son were all in the hospital. And I didn't have money to pay the hospital bill, but the husband has money. And the husband rejected to give the lady the ATM to go and withdraw money to pay the hospital bill. Unajua kuna wale watu mmeolewa tu na watu kiburi, gaidi kabisa, magaidi waizi. A man who does not trust you financially. Ladies, this is a big problem. A man who does not trust you financially. If your man cannot trust you financially, ladies, that is a shenaniganism marriage you have. If your husband cannot trust you financially, he doesn't need to give you your password, no, doesn't need to give you how much he's earning, but to give you a card to go and pay for something. Just count yourself as partners, but not friends. I always tell people this is just partnership you have. Partnership where we are together in this. We are together in this. You know, there are those people who say when you get sick, you say we are together in this. That is what you are. You are just there, you are together in this. If a man cannot trust you financially, you are just partners together in this. That is this pen. He's the cover, and he's the cover, the bottom, the pen. Joyce sema mambo. Because when you are a wife and you sit at home, you have a talent. Hata cherehani, umesomea cherehani na uwezi kanyaga cherehani. It's not expensive to start a business of your own. How much is a sewing machine? It's 4,000 sewing machine. It's 4,000 Kenyan money for Kenyans, and some even 2,000. How much are the reeds, the bobbin, the pin, the needle? A bobbin costs like 150. A bobbin, I know that one. When it comes to for hairs, I believe no one can lie to me. That is an industry I started with. That was my first college after school. A bobbin costs 150 for the Kenyan, 150 shillings. Threads, you can get the sewing threads. Tell me materials are expensive, but you don't need to make clothes for people. You can do amendments. You can amend clothes. If you are a wife who is a homestay wife, do something with your life. You can do gardening. You can do gardening. How many? I see one of my neighbor at home. She changed a wife, a homestay wife. With any kind of vegetable you want, you will get from that garden. And they have 6 children. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. That lady takes care of the children after to the farm. Any types of vegetable you need, skuma, managu, terere, sageti, you will find there. That lady works so hard to go to the stream to get water every evening for the garden. She's making money more than the husband. The husband owns a shop, but that lady is making money more than husband. So you just sit down there and you say, my husband is taking care of us. My husband goes to the market and bring my husband. Well, you can do something as a woman, as a wife, you can do something. Nowadays, githeri, cook. Githeri. If you are in Kenya, in African, you get good cook. How many people we see in the market? Like in Nigeria, they are selling gari. In Uganda, matoke. You know, today I was doing a business quotation for one Ugandan lady. This lady called me. I don't know who gave this lady my contact. I don't know. I don't know who connected me with this lady. I don't know. But this lady sent me a message and told me, please, I need to open a business. I asked, what kind of business do you want to open? He told me, I want to start an electronic shop. I said, electronic shop? Which area? Are you in Kenya or in Uganda? I said, I'm in Uganda. Okay. You want to open an electronic shop? You know, if I have to send my people to know where you come from in Uganda, it's going to cost you a lot of money. But I will do this one for free for you, because I'm not going to send anybody to come and do survey for you, your area, you know. which area you want to open this shop. If it's in town, I don't need any survey. No. If it's in the village side, I need somebody to go and survey there for me. So the lady told me, actually, it's in the village, but I live in town. I want to open in town. I said, I give this lady. I ask, how much is it? You want to open an electronic shop? Yes. I ask the most important question I always ask all the people. Are you married? Because you will open a business. You will open a business. Your partner tomorrow will tell you close that business. I'm telling you. I have seen this. At my age, I have seen this. You open a business as a wife. Your husband doesn't know about it. Your husband sees that you're doing good. Your business is running good. That man will frustrate you until you close that business. They are those kind of men. They are those type of men. They will frustrate you until you will close that business. And I'm telling you, if you ask, if women come here and talk, if I give you the evidence of women, they tell me, yes, I was married and I removed that business, closed, and I got into depression. They are those type of men outside there. It's just that God gave you a rib that didn't match with you. But you have to manage it because it's your rib. You know, it's your rib. It's just that because your business is expanding and the man is scared that you might end up leaving because you have already shown the signs maybe that you might walk up if the business goes. So when I asked this lady, are you married? The lady started laughing. She asked me, I asked you for this, you're asking me. I said, sister, you asked for my idea. I'm going to do it for you for free. Because somebody sent to you and told you I'm selling an idea. But I want to know. She told me, yes, I am married. I said, did you discuss with your partner you want to open business? Said he doesn't know. I said, that is one red flag. Because the day that man will ever find out you have your own business, maybe you're planning to go. I told that lady, if your husband doesn't know, make sure your husband never ever find out. I don't know why. I didn't want to know why he doesn't want the husband to find out. I said, make sure your husband never find out forever. Because if that man ever find out you have a business, you're opening a business. It should be your loss. If he understood me, I told that lady, and if you want to share with your husband, you want to open a business, then involve your husband on it. But since you have asked for my ideas, I will give you the ideas. So as we were on talking, on a video call, we were talking, I had explained to the business, electronic business, and how to start, what to get, everything I explained. The shop, first of all, the shop, you have to go and check the shop where you're going to, as all this, to get a license. Or when I was doing all this, and it took me almost 1 to 2 hours. Then I was just telling this lady, I was just giving all the business idea, the kind of electronic, the kind of market, the kind of where to go for the market, how to get those things, because the lady would be going to Kenya. So I was like, for the first 4 months you're starting a business, don't count that as a business, because you have to lose a lot for the business to pick up. But I was surprised when he told me, no, my husband doesn't know I'm opening a business. That is their choice. But for me, I will tell ladies, if a husband comes to you and tell you, I want you to start a business, if you're a homestay mom, grab that chance immediately. Make useful of that chance. Take that opportunity. Take that opportunity immediately, use it. Use that opportunity, because you will never get that opportunity. And make sure you give your husband a quick answer. When your husband asks you as a homestay mom, what can you do? Make sure, do not sleep more than 2 days without responding to your husband, I can do this. Because on the third day, your husband will tell you, never mind. Because men need, when they ask you something, men, in their mind, you need to respond immediately. Otherwise, kesho yake utasikia wakati nikuuliza huku jibu, hiyo pesa nimefanyia kitu kingine. Always have a business plan. Anytime you get an capital as a homestay mom, have a plan. Take a notebook, buy a notebook small. Ukipewa pesa sukuma, ficha hata shilingi 5. Enda nunua an exercise book. Right there, I wish if I have this amount of money, I want to start this business. If I have this same capital, I want to do this. And one day, leave that notebook just there where your husband will come and read it. Iache tu hapo kimadharau. Write your wishes. But you just a homestay mom, they are bringing for you everything. Kuanzia kwa kitambaa ya kichwa mpaka kwa slippers. Hata slippers ikikatika, unaitisha bwana wako pesa kwenda kushonesha slippers. Kuanzia kwa chumvi, kuanzia kwa kiberiti. You're just asking. You are not asking your husband the most important thing. Bwana wangu, mimi nataka unisaidie na pesa nifungue kabiashara. Mimi nataka unisaidie na pesa, nataka kwenda shule. Mimi unisomeshe kitu fulani. But men of nowadays, they fear to educate women. Because the women themselves meleta character development. That's why for me, I always tell men, always, and my advice will be same. Educate your wife, do not educate your girlfriends. Kesho akikuacha unakuja hapa na hatataki daktari wanaanza kutibu kitu hawajui. Unapata unapelekwa in inducive coma. You know, when you go to the ICU, there is nothing the doctors can do. They just inject you in inducive, you go to inducive coma. You sleep there after 3 months, 4 months, they give you an injection, they remove you from the coma. That is what most doctors, they do. This is what is happening in ICU departments. And the bill continues going. Because the doctors are treating what they don't know. So I'm telling you as men, stop paying rents for girlfriends. Why would you want to pay? Yes, you can pay rent because you want to come and enjoy. But a girlfriend who has your child, that is a different case. Because that is your child there, you need a shelter for the child. But empowering your wife should be the first priority. You can empower the whole community as you hell you want. But empower your wives first. Mama Toni, Mama Wanjiru, Mama Wangeshi, Mama Nani, mfungulie biashara. Fungulieni mabibi zenyu biashara. Acha kusema tu mama nani nipatie viatu zangu. Mama nani umepika chai. Mama nani, let your wife go outside there and do something meaningful. Hata kama hakusoma lakini akona kazi yake. You know, let me tell you, we are not all blessed. When it came to school, when it comes to studies, we are not all blessed to be number 1 in school. We are not all blessed to have the knowledge of reading. But if you are blessed to have the knowledge of reading, I am blessed to have the knowledge of the hands. I am blessed to have the knowledge when my legs can do the work. That's why you see there are footballers, there are runners, they are volleyball players. But if you go back then and you look at their educational background, ukiangalia, they will tell you, I never reached you, I never graduated. And they are earning big money. Look at people who have businesses. They tell you, I don't have education, but they hired people who went to school. Usidharau mke wako akikaa hapo. Don't. Lipia yeye school fees. Kama anaweza enda kushona cherehani, mlipie yeye. Kama yeye anaweza tafuta kwa shamba, mnunulie ndengu, kunde, terere, managu, all the seeds. If it's a home or village, buy all the types of seeds. Tell my wife, you can make business out of this one. That is empowering. You say, I'm empowered. There is no day they will ask you, give us money to go and buy skuma. No, there's no day. Because you know that in the evening they will go there to get skuma. When the evening comes, they go there to get the rere. There is no day you will use your money. That money that you always buy every day, you save it for something else. Let's learn to empower the women that we call our wives, the wives. Today I'm speaking of the wives. Men, let's empower our wives. And women, when they empower you, stop squandering everything. Now they have empowered you, you have business. Now the capital that you're supposed to be adding, whatever you're getting there from, you check the accounts, the gross, the capital. Unafaa kuangalia, nimeuza nguo, pesa ndio nimepewa shilingi 20. Nimeenda kwa market nimenunua nguo ya shilingi 5. Nguo za shilingi 5 umenunua kwa hizi shilingi 20. Umekuja umeuza hiyo nguo shilingi 9. Toa kwa hizo shilingi 9. Toa ile pesa ulinunulia. Toa nini? Toa rent. Ujue kwa hiyo shilingi 9 you have to remove the rent. You have to remove the salary. Alafu ujue unabaki na balance nini? Ile balance inabaki, that is for you. But unapata wewe umenunua shilingi 5, umeuza shilingi 10, unarudi unakula yote. Now you forget the husband who empowered you. You start now supporting your family. Whatever you're getting out of the business, you're supporting your family. You're now forgetting the person who opened this business for you as a wife. Now you started, hey, kila kitu bwana akishaenda, the shop was full. Tomorrow you start carrying everything, you're sending to your mom. Kama ni beli ya unga unatuma mchele, you're sending everything to your mother now. And yet you are just a house. They have empowered you. This business they opened for you and for the future of the children. And now you're spending everything to your mother, your mother, your mother, your mother. You wait when your husband go to work, you start packing 5 kgs of rice, 2 kgs of cooking oil, 3 kgs of sugar, 10 kgs of whatever that your hands can reach up to. You start packing, send. You give boda to the country bus, whatever you're going to send it, you send it to your mother. You can do it once, but not every time. Then tomorrow the shop collapses. Your husband asks, everything you sell, where is the money? You start shouting. That is not how men want. It's very simple. I see you sold today. Where is the money so that tomorrow I bring some of the goods for you? But wengi hampendi kuambiwa. A lot of you don't like to be told. A lot of you don't like to be questioned. A lot of you don't like. When a man supports you, kneel down and thank God when a man supports you. When a man opens a business for you as a wife, be grateful, because there are millions of women outside there who are envying you. There are millions outside there, women who are envying you, who envy you. They will talk and talk, but this is a husband supporting you. Be grateful when your husband is supporting you. That's why you see these all rich people, they marry women who are educated, career women. Why they marry career women? Do you think they didn't see beautiful girls outside there, but they went up marrying career woman? Because they know this is a woman who has his own career. I won't spend much. Even if I have to spend, I will gain much. If tomorrow I'm not there, this is what the cycle of a man it is. I marry a career woman. Tomorrow, if I'm not there, this woman can stand up and rise on his own and take care of the children. But you sit there with your education. There is this pastor I saw, it's not a GCM, this kind of church. I saw there is a pastor going around in Kenya and gift mkokoteni. It was on TikTok. I don't know which church is this one. If anybody knows, they can text me message. There is this pastor I saw gifted the wife said on a TikTok, I wish somebody can gift my husband mkokoteni. You can imagine. And somebody, a good Samaritan, came and bought for that family mkokoteni. The joy of that woman. The joy of a woman that they only needed mkokoteni. If another woman would have said, I need money, they need money, they need this. But the woman just asked for mkokoteni. It's a woman requesting to empower the husband, doesn't have something to start. Yes, these are people who sat down and discussed. The husband said, nikipata mkokoteni. And the woman came out saying, we are living here, but my husband just need mkokoteni. Mtu mwenye atanipatia mkokoteni tufanyie kazi. And somebody gifted them that mkokoteni. And they were so happy. Pata mkokoteni. Mkokoteni pesa ngapi? 10,000. I think 10,000. That is a family that needs only capital. Capital. So for me, women, I can say, when you are being empowered, use the opportunity well. Kangede, how are you? Mambo. Salonji Degu, thank you for joining me. When you are being empowered, kindly use that opportunity. Pray. Pray for your business. Don't just be empowered and then you let go, you just relax. Now you're Madam Kiosk, you're Madam Hotel, you're Madam what? So you start disrespecting the person who empowered you to that business. No. Never disrespect the person who gave you a hand. If your husband empowered you, open a business for you, gave you a business idea. You can have money, but you don't have a business idea. There are people like that. You have money, but you don't know what to do with it. But when your husband comes there and tells you, so fungue hata basi duka ya makaa. Kesho duka inakuwa ni duka ya kifahari, inakuwa ni duka ambayo inaendelea, imekuwa ni duka ambayo inainuka, alafu unaanza madharau ndogo ndogo. My friend, the same man who gave you that an idea is the same man who can just spoke on one word and that business collapse. And tomorrow you start saying, oh, bwanangu ananionea wivu. No. The man that you gave you an idea can always take that an idea away also. It's the same as women. A woman who stood by you when you had nothing and now you got everything can as well just pick one word. Alex, how are you? So empowering people's business. Emmanuel Corey, thank you for joining me. Marriage couples, when you are empowered, when you empower each other, just respect opinion. Respect the opinion the person will give you. Respect one another's opinion. Akikwambia biashara si mzuri na hapa fungua hapa. Sit down and ask why. Don't ask the person, unaniambia kama wewe nani? I know what I'm doing. No. Ladies, let's always listen to a man also. But for me, I will tell you this. Never, if you are spending money to educate a single lady, then I'm sorry. I will never give you that kind of an advice. Educate a single lady. I've seen so many ladies from where I come from who have been educated by men and they end up leaving those men. Until I sit down, I ask God, hule mwanaume si afadhali angepatana na fulani, si Mungu so angepatana na bibi fulani vile amekaa pale, you know. So I would never, my boys, I have boys, and I will never allow, I will never advise any man to send to educate a girl who is not his wife. Hiyo kazi acha tuachie mababa zetu na mababa zao na mama zao. You can support by small things, but not by paying a school fees. Not by spending all the school fees, no. You can support, yes, but not by paying full. You're paying for somebody university. I don't know where even some men get that courage and energy. How do you spend a school fees on somebody who is not even yours, who doesn't have a child with you? You know, better somebody who has a child with you, because you say if this person becomes a business person tomorrow, a prominent person, so tomorrow my child will benefit. But somebody who doesn't have a child with you, how are you paying school fees for? Empower somebody who has something benefit in your life. Your wife is your responsibility. Your children are your responsibility. Your life is your priority. Your priority comes first. You take care of yourself. Take care of responsibilities to your family. You owe no explanation to your family, your mother, your sister, your brothers on how to empower your wife. No, you don't need to validation from them. There are some people, they have to go and ask their parents, I want to open a business for my wife. And your mother tells you, no, huyo hataweza acha akae nyumbani. And that's it. Because you trust your mother more than your wife. You trust your family more than your own wife. Open a business for your partner does not need a third-party validation. No. Starting a business with your partner does not need a third-party validation. No. The opinion doesn't matter. It's only the two of you who, at night, you're spending in one blanket. You're only two who can sit down and see what kind of business you touch. How it touch. Mtu mwingine akwambie mfungue biashara, no. When it comes to business, it is only the two of you who need to sit down and discuss. You find a husband has a business, and one day I'm gonna give you a story, a real story of what happened, and it's still there. A real story. Let me give you a short story. There is a real story. My neighbor Baku. A real story. Even some few minutes back, I was laughing with my sister asking about it. Some few hours back. A story of a lady. A man has businesses, never disclosed to the family at all those type of business. The man has rentals, has supermarkets, these mini supermarkets, have minibuses on the road, but never shared with the family. I will share about this one topic one day. I'll bring you this topic one day. The fear. That is called the fear of letting your other spouse to know what you have. For the Kenyans who just joined me, nimeuliza pizza ni pesa ngapi Kenya? Somebody, if you can answer me that one. Alex, I haven't seen you. No, I saw you on my live and you left. Mimi nataka kujua pizza ni pesa ngapi Kenya. Mtu anijibu. Pizza ni pesa ngapi Kenya? I've never buy pizza. I've never gone to supermarket and buy pizza in my life. And I don't know how pizza tastes. But I have two of my nephews who are niece and nephew who are on my neck. That since I did get them anything for gift for the birthday, but they don't know. I bought gifts, but I haven't sent them. I have them here. They are lying here in Qatar. I haven't sent them. So I need to know how much is pizza in Kenya. They told me 1,500. So I'm like, pizza is very expensive in Kenya than in Qatar. Than in Qatar or what? They're telling me pizza is 1,000. So I want to calculate how many pizzas I will buy. So I need to know how much is pizza in Kenya. Wale mnakulanga pizza, mnieleza how much is pizza in Kenya. Maybe I might, if it is cheap, I might buy like 5, everybody to have one box. Wakae wakikula siku mzima. Any Kenyan, kindly, if you're here, just tell me how much is pizza in Kenya. As we continue with our talk of empowering. So before I started with men, now I'm changing it to women when it comes to men, empowering men. Actually, women, we are not going to say it's empowering. Women supporting. So I finished that chapter for the men, empowering your women. Now I'm talking a chapter of women supporting your husbands. Women supporting. Women, we are supporters. And that is why we were given a rib from Anna. We are supporters. We are there to support the men. And how are you supporting your man? Your husband, not a boyfriend. I'm not talking about boyfriend. There is one day I read a TikTok comment. For the first time I answered on that comment. A lady said, and I'm very much sorry, I answered that lady. I think I even screenshot that comment that lady made, and it was one of the most horrific thing for a woman to say on a platform. There was this celeb, the wife died and was burying, and during the burial, so you know nowadays the society is rotten somehow. People talk so negative the way they want. People throw words the way they want. They don't know that this word, whatever they say, can attack them tomorrow. It will be used against them tomorrow. Where did my soda go? Why did I take it? They don't know what they are saying. It will affect them tomorrow. So this lady said in a comment that even if my husband died today, I would be the most happy woman. I would wear good clothes. I will make my hair. I will make my nails. This lady said last week. Where did my soda go? Oh, it's here. I don't drink soda, but somebody has given me a soda. This lady said that I'll make my nails. I will dress before the burial. I'll make sure I look so beautiful before the burial. I'll be the happy person. That is what the lady said. Maybe I can Google to see that comment, because some of the comments I always put a star, and the lady said that. And what I did, I look at that comment, and it was the first time I responded to a comment on TikTok, apart from those TikToks for children. It was the first time I responded, and I told the lady, instead you wait until when your husband will die, because God is going to punish you. This person is going to stay there forever if you're waiting for this person to die. Why don't you just walk away for the marriage, go and dress up nicely, make your hair, make your nail, for that person to be seeing you, to prove you, if you want to prove a point. Now, why wait until the person is dead? That is how I responded. And actually, the kind of people who liked my comment, I didn't expect people to like it, and that comment went with the 1.5 likes. I was like, huh? And because why was a woman, instead of that you wish for the husband, when the day your husband will die is when you are going to dress up nice? Why can't you walk away for the marriage? If you are independent, you can take care of yourself. You see yourself, man. Look yourself nice now. Let that person, when he passes and he sees you, I say I left something. I failed as a man. You wait until when he's dead. Who is going to see you when he's dead? You have to make a difference when the person is still alive if you want to prove a point to the society and to the person. Walk away from the marriage instead to wish death for the person. Walk away. Akuone kama unametameta, unang'ara. Kama unaona nikisinzia na kusumbua. Ukiona mume amekuchosha, toka kama unajiweza. Toka. Lakini sie tutuambie, if the person dies, you're gonna dress up smart. That's when you're gonna lift your head. You're gonna have a crown. It doesn't make sense. Have a crown. So the lady responded back to me, said, you don't know why I'm saying like that. I said, madam, I have seen it all. Me that you see. If I tell you how many years I have, I look young, yes, but I've seen it all. I've faced it all. Whatever you're going through is not something to come and wish for your husband on a platform in front of people. Mtu akikuchosha tombea. Kuna ile wimbo inaimba, tembea na Yesu eme, tembea na Yesu eme, tembea na Yesu eme, hallelujah amen. Walk away with Jesus. Just say, I am tired of this marriage, let me go. But don't wait until the person dies and you're telling us you want to prove a point. That so and so is the reason why I could not get dressed up. So and so is the burden that I have. It's in my marriage I had no peace, so I cannot dress up smart. No. You fail on your own, then you want to blame it on the man. You can't make your hair because there are people who don't make hairs. They like short hair. You don't see our first ladies, both our first ladies, the first one, the second one, they had short hair. But they are dressing nice. Unakaa hapo hivyo kama unanyonyesha, jueni why housewife unanyonyesha matiti yote maji na mwagika. You can't even have time to take care of yourself. Maziwa tukipitana na wewe ni maziwa unanuka tu. And then you're saying that my husband left me because of a side chick. No, it doesn't happen like that sometimes. Yes, we know men are men. But there's some of the things, it's because we are women, we become too much lazy. We ignore some of the things on our own. Actually, today I didn't invite anyone to co-host with me because I just wanted this moment to talk. Today I didn't give anybody to host. Today I didn't invite anyone, but I'm greeting everybody. There are moments. Starting from tomorrow, we are having our TikTok live and our YouTube session at around 11 or 12. Reason why? Because from tomorrow I'm starting night shift. So at night we don't have any. What kind of a soda this lady gave me? Ooh, boom. I don't drink sodas, but today they give me, I can't throw it. What do I do? I can't tell the person no. Problem with me, I don't know how to tell somebody no, I don't use it. Life lesson. When somebody give you a gift, never say no. This is something I was taught by my grandmother. No matter how bad that thing looks like, no matter if you don't eat it, take it, give it to somebody else. If you don't use it. But whenever somebody gives you, no matter who gives you, anything they gift you, take it. A life lesson that they will never teach you in this one in school. Take it. Keep it. Why? Because tomorrow that person might have something that you need. Or somebody might say, I'm going to gift so and so. And the person that you rejected the item will say, no, that one doesn't take gifts. And maybe that thing is strong or something can be useful to you. And that is how you're going to miss. Guys, you can share my live and you can share my live. And you can also leave a like on YouTube. For those of you on YouTube, you can leave a like also or leave a comment. For those of you joining me now. We are talking now, we have finished the topic of men empowering the women. Now we are looking for women. We change another topic, women supporting. Women supporting. Actually, this was supposed to be a topic of its own, but let me join it together because I still have some time before we go to Hallelujah Challenge finals. Today is the, for those of you who are joining Hallelujah Challenge, leo ni ile tarehe 2 ile tuliambiwa. Don't forget. Festival. That is Hallelujah Festival ya jana na leo. Finals. Wives being supportive. How can you be a wife being supportive to your man? When you're a wife and you're being supportive to your man. How can you support your wife? Do you think by cleaning clothes it's supporting? Do you think by washing dishes is being supportive? Making the house clean is being supportive to your man? Ladies, let's have this discussion, this conversation. And maybe we'll have 2 sessions for this conversation. Before I talked about it, and I'll talk about it again. Do you think doing house chores for the house is being supportive to your man? Let's come in religious way, because most say my religion, my religion. When it comes to marriage, there is no religion there. Let's agree something I always say. When it comes to marriage, religion is not there. Whether you're a Muslim, you're a Christian, you're a Hindu, religion is not there when it comes to marriage. This is 2 people come together to be one. So don't bring your church rules into the marriage. That I am a Christian, I cannot do this. I am a Muslim, we are not allowed to do this. This is marriage, and marriage has no school. A marriage has no school. You will never go to any marriage school. There is no school at all, at all. Let no one lie to you, the marriage has school. No. This is somebody you met on the street, you met in a bar, you met in the church, you met in the mosque, you met in the plane, you met in the cafe. And you start talking. Then you end up deciding, okay, you have my qualities. You have what I want. Can we stay together? Yes. There was no school when you met. And now you decide to live together. There is no school and there will never be school. There was no church when you met. This is something that most church pastors and most church bishops, they will never tell marriage couples. When the 2 of you met, there was no church. I'm a Catholic. I'm a very devoted Catholic, but I will tell you the truth. When you met your better half, there was no church. It was only the 2 of you. You came together, man and a woman, wherever you met. So when it comes to being supportive to your partner, don't bring church into this. Do not bring religious. Do not bring your religious into the table where you're discussing your family matters. You're bringing, in our church, even Pastor So. Remove that kind of conversation when you're discussing family matters. Remove that conversation. Pastor said, Bishop said, Imam said. Remove that conversation out of the table when you're discussing your family matters or your family values. Because they are men and women, they don't like to hear a third party involved. Sheria za kanisa saa zile mnaongea when you're being a supportive wife. Play your role as a wife. Do you think by cooking that means you have supported your husband? No. Cooking is a normal. That is a responsibility. That is your responsibility. Let me tell you, by the way. That is your responsibility. You have to cook. If you are staying at home and your husband went home and come, that is your responsibility. You have to cook. You have to cook. Whether you are home or not, cooking, cleaning, doing this is a responsibility. And that is a job on its own. That is a job on its own. That is a career on its own. That is a responsibility. So that is not being supportive. You say, I support my husband because I clean the clothes, because I iron these shirts. Your husband can as well take those shirts to the laundry and they get clean, they get washed, they iron there and they bring. There are men who will tell you, you think by cooking you're doing something in this house? I'm telling you, I'll bring a cook tomorrow. There is a man who will tell you, by washing the house, you think, I'll bring a maid tomorrow. Do you think by taking care of children you are supporting me? I'll bring somebody to take care of nanny tomorrow. Being a supportive wife means knowing the timetable of your husband, the timetable of your husband, the timetable of your man. Baby, you're going to work, yes. What do you want to have for lunch? Can I bring lunch there? Baby, you are going for a meeting. What time are you coming back home? I'm coming at this time. What do you want? Baby, we are opening up a business. Okay. How can I get involved in this business? How can I support you? What do you want to do? Baby, you are not feeling well today. Let me go and take care of the business for you today. Baby, rest today. Tomorrow I'm going to be the one to open the shop. Baby, today you have a delivery to make. Let me be the one to take that delivery. That is being supportive. Baby, how do you run this business? Teach me so that when you're down, I can come and be a helping hand in this business. That is what is called being supportive wife. Sio kupika na kuosha na kuchinda watoto na kupeleka shule. That is a joint. A joint. Taking care of children, washing clothes, that is a joint that you, the wife and the husband, can do together. That is both your responsibility. But a wife being supportive, it's supporting on an extra hand things that your husband does, not the family, not only the family. You have a land somewhere. You need somebody to go and supervise. That is where, as a wife, you come in. Baby, since you can't go and the land needs to be go and supervised, let me go there and supervise on behalf of you. Baby, since you need to go to the market to take your goods, you are not feeling well, you have flu, you have cough, let me be the one to go to the market today. Surprise! Let your man stay there. Leo huyu anataka kwenda. Okay, acha tuende. The man will tell you, okay, let's go. I will just sit there and guide you on how to sell. But the man tells you, I'm not feeling well. Okay. Si ulale basi. Why can't you sleep? Must you go to the market? That is the response as a wife. You're giving no. As a wife, say, you're not feeling well, baby. Sit. I will go for that market. The only place you will not go, if it is your husband is employed as a banker, you cannot go there for the meeting for the bank. That way you cannot go. But if your husband is self-made, have businesses, have something else apart from a career that he's employed. As a pilot, huwezi endesha ndege as usual. That one you can tell, baby, send an email to your job, or let's call. Who can we call? That is being supportive and caring wife. You're not feeling well, baby, you're not going to work. Let's call your boss. Let me take care of you. We call your boss, you're going to the hospital. I will take you to the hospital. That is being a supportive wife. You need to open a business, you're not feeling well, let me open it. Your business is going down. What is it you're lacking? Okay, I have this amount, or I have this an idea. Why can't we change this business to this one? But you see the business is going down, and yet you have a bright idea you can share. You turn. If your business was a grocery business and there is no one is buying grocery in where you are, you have an idea. Let's try a hardware. Because a hardware, somebody will come for the nails. If we put a business for the hardware, this area, it can do very well, baby. What do you think? That is being supportive. But you with your ideas, you just sit with them there. You have ideas, but you say, nah. This song in Kenya that says, na kila mtu atatoa habari zake mwenye kila. So you just say, you just say there, say, you don't care. You continue sitting. You sing that song in the house. You know, by the way, every lady knows that house in Kenya. That song. Utabeba mzigo wako mwenyewe. That song that goes but where you will carry your own cross. So the man tells you, I'm not feeling well. Okay. You don't even see how well. You don't even engage in asking, baby, how are you not feeling well? Do you have a headache? Do you have a problem with stomach running? You have nose, you have fever? You have any pain? You just say, okay, and you left them there. You don't even engage to support, to see how well this man. Until when you see the man is completely 2, 3 days, 4 days, and then you're saying, Baba Nani, that's when you're thinking of, let's go to the hospital. And then after 3 days, 5 days, they tell you, your husband is dead. You start asking people, what will I tell my people? What will I tell his people? What will I tell his people? Which people? When you were not being a supportive wife, then you are shouting and screaming, what are you gonna tell people? And yet you were there. From the minute the person told you, I'm not feeling well, you did not support, you did not care, you did not engage, you did not communicate. And then when after 3 days, 4 days, you are rushing to the hospital, and then they announce in the hospital the person is dead, is when you are asking, what will I tell these people? What will I tell my in-laws? What will you tell? Doctors and nurses can come out and say that this is what happens. When you hear a wife is screaming and crying and saying, what will I tell these people? That was not a wife who took care of her husband very well. That is a wife who never knew the husband very well. Because a wife who knows his husband would be a very supportive. Once you see your husband is down, you are the first person to say, ask, nini metendeka na? What happened today? Is it business? Are you sick? Is it the loan? Is it the debt? Because there are some men even go to an extra 10, take a loan, but they will never come to open up their mouth to tell their wives because they married a tyrant in the house instead of a wife. They will take loans and loans to open a business that you, the wife, will just pull that business by everything taken to their parents. They will squander the money. And then after, depression comes in. Because you never ask the money that is opening this business. You're not being communicating to your husband because you're just squandering, eating, spending lavishly. You want a better life for yourself. You don't care. Every cosmetic shop knows you. Every hairstyle knows you. Every hair that comes, every China hair maid knows you. You're not being supportive to ask, baby, how are you making this money? Where did this money come from? You're not asking that. Then tomorrow you see the bank standing outside, taking the vehicle gone, chairs gone, You start insulting the man. Insulting the man. You insult your husband right away. Oh, you was a thief. Why you didn't tell me? Why? Men don't talk until you ask. Men will never tell you anything. If you don't ask, they will tell you, did you ever ask? So, women, I'm still remaining with 5 minutes of my time. And we close the live today because we are going to wait for Hallelujah Challenge. That is Hallelujah Festival Finals. Today is it festival. Sisi ni wala tulalangi. We go prayers by prayers, prayers by prayers. Now today I was talking, today we didn't do prayers because I was communicating. Today's was about empowerment. And whenever I have this kind of topics, I never have guests, There are times when I'm having topics for the religious topic, I have guests. I always invite people. So today I didn't invite anyone because I'm streaming on both two streams. I'm on YouTube and I'm also on TikTok. Today I didn't stream on Facebook because yesterday I spent much time on Facebook. Today my Facebook, I decided to sleep. When I don't invite people, it's because I'm streaming in both platforms, so I cannot have a discussion with anyone. But I just want to say, ladies, when a man supports you, women, wives, and I'm talking to wives, when a man takes his time to spend his money to support you into business, always put God first. Always remember, my man is supporting me for the better for tomorrow. Not for yourself, for the betterment of tomorrow. And ladies, always be supportive, engage to know what your man is doing. What kind of your business your husband is doing. Where is the shop? There are people, even ladies, I have friends, their men have businesses, they don't even know where that shop it is. I'm telling you, I have friends, and even nowadays I don't have them. I used to have. Let me say this time I don't have them because some, I used to tell them point blank until they got angry with me. But I said, I don't care. I'd rather tell you the truth I rather lack friends, but I tell you the truth. This is the problem with me. I don't kiss until I tell it direct. If you want to get angry with me, get angry with me. No problem. There are ladies outside, their wives. They don't even know the type of business their husbands do. The kind of jobs their men do. They don't know. And this is going to be a topic of its own one time. There are people, their husbands, who have shops, they have businesses, but those ladies, they don't even know where that business, which street, the color of the shop, they don't know. When I talk about something, I'm talking of a life experience that I've seen happening to somebody around my area. There is one of our landlords 10 years back. The man had houses. Guys, you can also share this live. I never ask people to share or send. You can send at me or I never. For me, TikTokers, I never tell them, because YouTubers, I always tell them, don't forget to subscribe, to share, and like, and leave a comment below. But TikTok, I never say this. I don't know, because I don't earn from TikTok. That's why I never. But on Facebook, on YouTube, I always ask them, please kindly subscribe, share, and like. For my YouTube channel, it's also T Zion. It's also the same name, T Zion. They are two, T Zion Rights and T Zion this. So it's a handle TikTok. The same handle on TikTok, T Zion, is the same as YouTube, T Zion. So our neighbor, used to have rental houses, and our neighbor never shared with anyone. Our landlord there 10 years ago was our neighbor and was also our landlord. Would you believe it? We, the tenants, knew the man has rentals, but the children and the wife never knew. Never knew the man had business. Never knew. Why would it reach for the point where a man doesn't share with the family? Hmm? Hmm? That shows there is a red flag in the family. Hmm? So we will talk about this topic on another day. But today it was only in support, men empowering the women and women being supported. Hmm? So that means the wife was never supportive to the man. When you're being supportive, does not mean cleaning, clothes, ironing. I've said this. That is the responsibility. That is responsibility. There is a difference between priority and responsibility. As couples, it is your responsibility to take care of your children. That is your responsibility. Whether you like it or not, that is your responsibility, because you are the both who came on this. You decided to have children. No one forced you to have children. You decided on your own to have children. So it is your responsibility. As a man, it is your responsibility to take care of your wife. As a wife, it is your responsibility to take care of your husband, because nobody kept you in this. You went to this cell. You know, marriage is a cell. You are the one who went to this cell on your own. So it is both your responsibility. Priority are yourself. It is your priority to take care of yourself. Are you allowed to take care of your siblings? No. You're not prioritized to take care of your siblings when you have your family to take care of. Yeah, you can give a helping hand, extended hand. Are you prioritized to take care of your parents? That is no priority, to take care of your parents. Parents, you cannot say it's my priority to take care of parents. Priority are things that matters to you. This is where most people go wrong, and I have talked about is priority and responsibility. Priority are things that matters to you, what you prioritize. So your parents, taking care of your parents, it falls under your responsibility, if that is you want to do it. Because some people, they don't like. You can never force people, because every family has its own wahala. But I've already shared before, I've already said before, you know, the problem with TikTok, it's not like YouTube. TikTok, after 1 month, all the lives are gone. But YouTube is always the best. So I always ask people, if you have the time, you can open a YouTube account, you can save there, somebody can watch all your videos there, no matter how many years the account is there. I have talked before, what is responsibility and priority. But for women, it is your responsibility to support your husband. It is a responsibility. This religious has nothing to do when performing your wifely duties. Don't bring your religious, your pastor, your entire church into this. Whether you are a pastor's wife, you are a bishop's wife, it is your responsibility. That when ni mama sijui assembly, we sijui ni mama sijui nini kwa kanisa, that one is there in the church. But when you reach at home, this is totally another thing. I'm a career woman, I'm a pilot, I'm a CEO, I'm a banker, that is there. When you reach on the doorstep, that is another responsibility. You are responsible for your own family. Your career has nothing to do with your family. Your responsibility with your family has nothing to do with your jobs, with your title. Your title is in your office, not in your house. So you have to be entitled, responsible for being a supportive. And a husband, it is your responsibility to be encouraged. You know, it goes this way. Let me make it very easy. It goes this way. Men, you are entitled, responsible for being a supportive, not supportive. Women give support, by the way. Women do the support. What most people don't understand, a wife is give support to the husband. That's why today I'm talking about empowerment. Men empower their wives. The wives give support. Those are two things where most people don't really understand. Men, what they give is empowerment to the wives. Wives give support to the husbands. But when you tell your man you're not supporting me, that is where you go wrong. That is where it all goes wrong. That is where it attacks back. How do you want your man to support you? By buying clothes, buying makeup, giving it? That's one? No. Is that how you want your man to support you? That is not support. My husband buying you clothes, that is not support. Those are essential things, those are basic needs that are there. Those are not even things that to ask. Those are just essential things that are there. Those are a minor duty can be there. It's empowering you, is giving you the knowledge to do business, and giving you support to do business, a hand, telling you let's do this, do that. That is empowering you in case tomorrow I'm not there. Case tomorrow we are not having anything, we can chip into this business. That is what a man does to a woman. Empower your women. Empower your woman. Ladies, we support. If my man is busy with something else, I can do this. If a man cannot provide house rent, I can support by this month paying the house rent. That is what we came in as a helping hand. We are supporters. And that is something that most ladies fail to understand. We don't do, we support. We are just a helping hand. My husband cannot pay rent this time. I have money, let me support this. Support. Don't say, I'm the one who paid, I did. The moment they would ask you, did I tell you to do it? That is the moment you start calling all your village people. Telling that I paid the school fees this month and my husband is talking to me very bad. My husband, because you use the wrong terms. Never tell the man what you did, what I've done for you, what I've done for you. No, because when the man is doing every day, is the man saying, a man who sings for you and tells you, I pay school fees, I do this, that is a boy, not a man. That is a boy you have as a husband. Because real men don't say what they did for you. As a woman, real men don't say what they did for you. That is a boy you have. It's just that a boy who grew up. But women only, they do this. Women, we are born to talk, you know. We are born to talk. That is our nature. Women, we are born to talk. That is the nature. But ladies, we give support. If the school fees this month was late to be paid, you have money. Pay. But don't just pay. First, seek for permission. Ask your husband, can I pay? Baby, okay, I have this amount of money. Can I pay? You ask first. Don't just go and pay, you come to quick quiet, and then you tell the teacher. When they will bring money, you know what happens? Most ladies, they go and pay. After, when the husband get money, they pay. They go and tell the bazaar of the school or the teachers, when my husband will send the school, please return that money for me. It's very simple. Ask. You can't pay school fees. Okay, I have this money. Is it okay I go and pay? Simple. Request. Ask for permission from your husband. Can I buy? Okay, the house rent you didn't pay this month. Okay, can I pay? You pay the house rent, then you go and tell the caretaker, if they bring money for the house, kindly please return my money. And you think that men don't, they know. Being a supportive, ask, request for permission. Simple. We have female fellowship. Babe, today we have women's fellowship. We have child dedication. We have marriage and council meeting. We have all sorts of things. I will not go. I will not be around. I will go. That is being a supportive wife. You are letting your partner know, I will not be around. So when you come, kindly do this for the children. Kindly do this. Yeah. Babe, I cannot go to the market. Please, can you pass by? Just request. Kini unachukua tu simu na. So ukipitia hapo hivyo lete hii. Mbona huku kuja na hii? Mbona huku sema? You are just asking as if you are entitled to those things. You are not entitled. You can wake up and go and do it for yourself. You are not entitled. Women, we need to learn how to communicate. The problem that marriages are not lasting because of communication. Communication, because you feel you are a support. You came here as a supporter in this marriage, but you want to take yourself out. You came to support. You are just a support, a marriage supporter. You are a supporter to your husband, but you want to take the space. You want to be the one to lift the head high. Okay? Hallelujah. There is always one king in a jungle. There will never be two. There is always one king in a jungle. That's why you see, even in football, when both teams are playing, you'll hear a captain of this team, captain of this team. Why they don't say there is in football, there's two captains. Every team, athletics, everywhere you see in the field, there is only one captain that will carry that flag. Yes, there will be a sub-captain, yeah, captain 2, yes, there will be captain 3, but there is one who will lead. They would say this is the captain. Even on flight, you see the pilot who was, it is one, there is only a core. The others is a core. If you fail your responsibility, somebody else will take you. This goes with the family. A lady, women, we are supporters no matter the career, the amount of money you bring in. We are only supporters into a man's life. That is what God created us to do. That's why God took a rib from a man. We are supporters. Let the man have. Even if your man is crippled, he's still the man of the house. My mama always tell me, my mother always tell me this. And there is something that my mother has ever taught me in life that I walk away and I put it on my head as a crown, is that even if your husband is crippled and sleeping on that bed, he's still the man of the house. Even your husband is deaf, is mute, is paralyzed, has no job, he's still the man of the house. Because the minute that man closes the eyes, because the minute your man closes the eyes and 6 feet under, that is the moment you realize the presence of the person. That person was important for you. We are not talking of those men who hit their wife. No. There's a difference. We're not talking of abusive marriages, we are not talking of that one. We are talking of marriage where two people come together, empowering each other, supporting each other. Wives, our duties, our responsibility are just to be supportive. We are only there to support. Actually, my 5 minutes has ended. I want to say thank you so much for those who followed me for today. Even though I did not invite anyone to join me today because I was streaming on YouTube. That's why I didn't invite anyone today for both streams. I didn't for those who send request join me. I apologize because for the topic of today I wasn't going to have anyone join me. I apologize for that because whenever I'm having this kind of topics, I don't have a co-host. But as from tomorrow, we don't have any live on TikTok or on YouTube or on Facebook. We don't have until Tuesday during daytime around 12, because this week I am going to have, from today I'm starting night shift. So when I'm working night shift for 1 week, I don't do any lives in the evenings. Night duty in Qatar vile iko. Sikunywi soda, but this one is the most rough. Whoever has ever drink this thing, boom. I was given by my friend, my roommate. Its taste is something else. Lakini Wakenya nimewauliza pizza ni pesa ngapi Kenya, mmekataa kujijibu. Si mbaya. Si mbaya. Actually, I really appreciate for those of you joining for today. I'm grateful, even though I rejected so many of you who send me invites. I invite you, and I apologize for that. And I can say every month we have this. For the YouTubers is only watch hours or views that I give. Facebook, we always have questions. I started on Facebook, and I always gift them every month. And sometimes I do like family challenge when I'm on Facebook at 5. So yesterday I started on TikTok. So I decided, because TikTokers, there are so many quickly. So I decided I will be doing it once a month, or once after 3 months, or once after 2 months. So let's see what next month will be, because next month is gonna be my birthday. So let's see. But also I need also TikTokers to gift me. Anyway, I'm earning from YouTube, but the money I'm spending is not that I'm getting from TikTok. The reason why I gift Facebook, because most of my people from Facebook are the ones who follow me on YouTube. So you find I am gifting them. So TikTokers also, you need to do something, yeah? If you follow me on YouTube, you subscribe to my channel, T-Zion. I have 2 channels there. There is T-Zion Ride. This one is new one, because I travel mostly. I record about roads in Qatar and in Kenya. I just started recently. And then there is other T-Zion. That one, follow me by subscribing kindly, guys. You can subscribe to both my channel. I'm just requesting, follow me on YouTube. Thank you so much for tonight. Now it's already morning. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me. It's another morning. We should be grateful and thankful for the Lord. We have seen a morning. When we go by to work, for those of you who are going for work, may God bless you and protect your families, and also the work of your hands. Always pray every day for the work of your hands, because these hands, they have only 10 fingers, When God bless you to give you 10 fingers that are working every day, you should be grateful, because there is somebody who cannot use these 10 fingers at this moment we are talking. So always be grateful and thank Lord for these 10 fingers. Yes, reason why these 10 fingers, they are not the same. That's why we have small and big and separate. Reason why? Because at work, the kind of people you meet at work, you do not come from the same village, same household, same community. That's why I always say, make sure you pray for the work of your hands. Why? The people you work with, those people, you can reach to work and they can destroy your work in a minute of the day. And what will do? Your job will be washed away. Your children will lack anything to eat. They will lack a food to put on the table. So Always bless the work of your hands. When you reach at work, pray. Be grateful to God. Ask God for the mercy and ask God to protect you during your work time. To protect, you can touch something in the tap. If you're a cafe, you're a restaurant, you can touch something and the manager came with bad moods from home, fighting with the wife and family and relatives, everything, and the glass gets broke, and then you hear you're fired. You can just be touching anything or anything, these hands, you hear you've lost your job. That's why I always ask everyone, mostly pray for the work of your hands, because the people you meet in every day at your workplace did not come from the same village as you. They are not your relatives. What they can do, it's dangerous. You can sign in now. The same time you sign in, you're on duty. After 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you hear you're going to sign, you have been fired. So always pray, 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 pray for the work of your hands. May God bless you and protect you. As always, may God guide you. May God give you the wisdom. May God give you the knowledge. May God give you the energy, the spirit to work. May God protect each and every member of your families. May God protect each and every day of your life. May God give you the courage to face all the obstacles and all the obstacles in your life, at your workplace, and the people you meet. May God give you the wisdom. May God give you the spirit to work. May God give you the strength to endure each and every hardship, the labor you go through every day. I pray to you today. May you be protected by the Spirit of the Holy, the Most High. May you be protected by the Spirit of the Most High. May you be blessed. May you be protected. May the angels of God cover you. For those who are sleeping, for those who are sick, for those who are in prisons, for those who are doing their exams now, let's pray for our children who are in schools, who are sitting for the exams. May the Lord guide them. May the mercy of the Lord be with them during this time of the exams. May they be able to remember and have the confidence and the courage to tackle with the exams. May they not fear when they reach on the exams. I'm praying for the children in Kenya who are sitting for the exams. May you have a success. May God protect you. May you not have fear for any paper. These are just questions that are set by human beings. They are not different from what the teachers have been teaching you for the whole year. But with confidence as you enter into an exam room, walk there with strength and confidence. Do not fear. Do not hesitate. May God guide you. May God protect our children who are sitting for the exams. Father Lord, watch over our children who are sitting for the exams. Father Lord, I cover them with the blood of Jesus. They have spent days, months, years learning and learning and learning, tackling each and every subject, tackling each and every work they have been given, homeworks, sleepless. And the time has reached for them to sit for their final exams. Father Lord, cover them with the blood of Jesus. Protect them. They are our little angels. May they have the courage to sit on those papers. Let no enemy come between the student and the papers and the exams. Father Lord, protect all the children in Kenya who are sitting for these exams. God, I know when I serve you, when I sit down and I serve you, when I kneel down on the cross and I serve you, Lord, you always answer my prayers. I believe and I have faith in you, Father. I trust in you because you are a God who gives. Because you said whenever we ask for, Lord, you give me. And I ask for you to protect all the Kenyans children who are in school who are sitting for the exam. Father Lord, protect them. Guide them for us. We parents are coming kneeling down, asking you to watch over them. This is the period where we parents come all together united for our children. Father Lord, I want to thank you for the gift of parenthood. Thank you, Father, for the knowledge that you have given our children. When they finish the exam and they are closing, they are coming back home for the holiday. May you also protect the vehicles they are going to use, Lord. Because we know this during this kind of period, so many accidents are on the road. Lord, protect our children when they finish the exam, they are coming home. Protect the roads. Be the driver. Have mercy on them. Cover them with the blood, Lord. When they reach home, Lord, let them listen to their parents. Lord, these are our little angels that we entrusted in the hands of other strangers who are the teachers. We parents, we are praying for you to cover them during this period. We all parents are united to pray for you to guide them, Lord. Protect them, Father. As parents, we are coming together praying for our children. Guide them, Father. It's a time where as a mother, as a father, as a sister, as a brother, as a nation, we are united for the sake of our children who are sitting for the exam. Lord, protect them. May they have this exam. May they come out with the flying colors. May the exam be successful. And in the end, we're going to worship you, Father. We're going to return our hands and sing, thank you, Lord, for each and everything. We're going to say thank you. I send success to all the candidates in Kenya. I send all the candidates. I wished I had a candidate in my family, but I didn't have. But I'm sending success to all the candidates, my neighbors, schools. May you all pass with flying colors. And for the parents, if I don't forget, parents, always accept your child. When the remark comes, accept whatever your child comes home back with. In the end, he's still your child. He or she is still your child. Don't throw tantrums to your child. Don't insult your child. Actually, we're going to have this kind of topic. We did before, but we're going to have it again. I would always say there is one Italian man who told me, I don't care if my child failed the exam, as long as she knows how to read and write. Passing exam does not make any difference. That is what the Italian man said. Told me, as long as my child knows how to read and write is more important. I don't care about passing exam. And I came to realize that man said a point. It's better for a child who knows how to read and learn than a child who will leave school fees at school. So parents, when our children will finish the exam, the results come, let's accept them. Let's encourage them. Let's support them. Let's embrace them. Because you have to know, there is a difference when there is number 0, there is 1, and there is 1,000, and there is 1 There is a difference. Or they cannot be number 1. They cannot be number 1, all of them, and they cannot be number last. That's why we ask God to intervene on our behalf, our children. Mary, Mother of God, always intercede for us. Intercede in our prayers as we are giving our children into your hand. These are our little angels. Protect them and guide them. Guys, I want to thank you all for those who have listened to me. I say, in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. Tumemaliza, we are done. See you guys on Tuesday. See you guys on Tuesday at 12 p.m. Because tomorrow I'm going night shift. Bye-bye, and thank you guys for following me today and listening to me. Let me continue with the YouTube for another 20 minutes. Thank you guys for each and everything. Bye-bye until tomorrow, Tuesday. On Tuesday. Bye-bye, guys. Thank you so much for following me today. For those of you listen to me, I'm T Zion. I've missed my YouTube. Okay, I've missed YouTube. Thank you so much for today, and I'm gonna be doing this at least once a day. Bye bye. Thank you all for today. Gonna end this. I'm gonna end this and I'm gonna log out. Bye bye, guys. And now let's meet on Tuesday during daytime.